Well, it sounds like they've got quite a bit of evidence at the Daily Express. So, of course, we haven't heard from Mayor Khan yet, but I think that this is quite damning what we are hearing in this article. They've got documents there showing that he personally responded, apparently, to reports of there being potential grooming gang victims in London. And then he said there is no indication. And we've spoken about, there's that clip of Susan Hall questioning him on grooming gangs, and very arrogantly, he just dodges the question and says, "Oh, can you define that? I'm not sure what you mean by that." I mean, the man is so arrogant and so in denial about the problems in this capital city. We see it with knife crime, and now it looks like we're seeing it with the grooming gangs as well. It's just unconscionable the way that he conducts himself, I think.
Yeah, it's a really good point, because I think of that infamous clip of Susan Hall with Sadiq Khan, and we're going to try and get that clip to show it to you, by because I think it's very revealing about how much the mayor supposedly cares about this issue, because this is an issue up and down the country. We have seen it in almost every major town, city across Britain. It would be almost completely a massive anomaly that we wouldn't be able to explain if they weren't happening here in London, Paul.
Well, absolutely. And just to go back to Sebastian's point with regards to why would he, I feel like, and it's very damning actually, and I don't think it walks along the political divide. I think it's on both sides. Historically, people have been very comfortable to deny that this very serious thing is happening because they've always felt that they, in doing so, would probably get away with it. There's always enough plausible deniability. They're always far enough away from the actual incidents. And these incidents take place at the lowest end of our demographic in the country. These are predominantly poor white girls that are disenfranchised and seen as people that have little to no value within society. Now, I'm not saying that's true. I know no one on this panel is saying that's true. But the truth of it is that's where the victims are coming from. And people in power are so far removed from those people and those victims that they have almost created a space in which they feel comfortable to deny it's ever happening. And this goes right across the top of the police, right across the top of the political sphere and the media sphere as well. People have become incredibly squeamish about talking about this. And the reason it's proliferated is because people will not talk about it. Look, I don't know what the solution is, but what I do know is the way towards the solution is for people like Sadiq Khan to admit that this may have happened. Also, not to dismiss it if someone raises a question, even if it is Susan Hall and you don't like her as your political opponent, even if it's uncomfortable for you to hear the question, you absolutely should deal with it in a serious way. And I don't think he's done that to this point.
No.